I felt it necessary to discuss in brevity the subject of varicose veins for those that are suffering with varicose veins, this particular condition, and probably have been for quite a while. Let me let me help you understand what varicose veins is. First of all, uh, cause and effect. That is something that you probably hear me say a lot in these subsequent and future videos. Cause and effect. We need to get to the point, ladies and gentlemen, where we stop trying to cover up the symptoms of a condition and find out how to stop what's causing the condition. Fix the problem, in other words, and stop putting a patch or band-aid on top of it where the problem underneath is getting worse. Okay? Understand that. And if you understand that and then start working through this process, then you will be a lot healthier and a lot happier. Now, varicose veins primarily comes from standing too long. Jobs or occupations where you stand on your feet for long periods of time, such as a doctor, a nurse, a bartender, a person that works in a restaurant, a waiter, waitress, anyone who works in that type of field, an airline stewardess, anyone that stands for a long period of time. So understand this. Blood is pumped from your heart throughout the body. Okay? From the heart muscle, it pumps it throughout your body. Muscles bring the blood back to the heart. Not the heart brings it back. Muscles do. Now, the muscles that we're referring to specifically are in your legs or your extremities. Since your legs and extremities are so far from the heart, it is more difficult for the blood to get back up the leg to the heart. So when you stand for long periods of time, you have a valve inside your veins in your legs. It opens and closes so that blood is trying to push its way back up. So what happens is that while you're standing stagnant or standing in a centralized place for too long, that blood gravity pushes against it and it causes the vein to collapse from the pressure. Blood trying to get up and you're standing still, the vein collapses. And then you start seeing this protrusion of veins through your legs with a grayish to a purplish color on the outside of the leg, and it begins to look unsightly after a period of time. So how do you remedy that problem, and why did it happen in the first place outside of me saying it comes from standing? Okay, you got to start moving. So if you have a job where you stand up for long periods of time, if it's possible for you to put your foot up on a stool or on a step and alternate your feet so that you can have some activity in your legs or your lower extremities, that's going to help immensely. And what's going to help even more is you getting up and walking around and then coming back to your job and taking intermittent breaks where you can go and walk and exercise those legs so that that blood can continue to come back up to the heart. But the longer you stand in that position for long periods of time, even security guards who stand at a post and you're standing for long periods of time, you need to take a few steps, rub your legs sometimes, walk away, go take a brisk walk and come back to your post. And that's going to help alleviate the varicose vein condition. Now, if you already have varicose veins, one thing that I do recommend, and I heard this from one doctor that I follow, is cypress oil. If you take cypress oil or essential oil and you rub it on the areas that's infected or affected, the varicose veins that is, it can help bring back some elasticity in those veins, and it can also help diminish them to a degree. Cypress oil, cypress, cypress oil. So you can try that. Cypress might be spelled Cypress. I'm sorry. But anyway, cypress oil, as far as something that you can apply topically. And the other thing, you got to get up and move, ladies and gentlemen. You just can't be standing still, because if you stand still, that blood trying to come up through those veins, it's going to cause those vein walls to become very weakened, and then they're going to collapse. And guess what you got? Varicose veins. This is Brother Teacher. Let me know if you have any questions concerning this subject still. All right, so long.